Morning, everybody. Well, the day has finally came. It's time to put these floaters on. If you want to tag along, we'll kind of show you how you do it. First thing we got to do, we got to get this stop buckled on here. Just like so. Get that latched. That prevents the legs from going up when you jack it. And once we get that on there, then we got the jack here. I get that lined up. Sometimes it's a little tricky. It just goes right in that hole. And then we just lift her up. You can see it starting to come off the ground. In order to get it completely off the ground, you have to reach back in here. If you can see that, there's a little blue lever right here. You need to take that and twist it to dump the air. And now, my air compressor is a little bit small for this job, so I've got to raise it up, and then I've got to let the air pressure build up again, and then now you can see it's actually starting to come off the ground here. Okay, got my pickup backed out, got us some room here now, so let's go get the tires. We got this thing a couple years back. We got the tire grabber, which you'll see in a minute. It makes life so much easier when doing this job. We used to take them up always to the local tire dealership, and it started out only charged us $300 a year, $400 a year. Kept kind of going up. I think the last year we did it, they were charging us, I think $900 a year to do it. And that was when we made the decision, we're changing these things 4 times a year, and, you could pay for some tools pretty darn quick. So that's what we decided to do. Got a little snow yesterday, as you can see, so luckily we brought this over here before we knew we were supposed to get this blizzard. Otherwise it'd be buried in one of our other shops. So luckily I planned ahead for once. Got to the ones I need. As you can see, you just lower the boom down. It goes over. You gotta go forward. Lower it down, just like so. And then when I just push this, you can see the arms going together. And just like that, we got her. Swing her up. Ready to take it back in the shop. All right, got the Milwaukee M18. Let's take these lug nuts off. Okay, as you can see, got all the lug nuts off. They came off a little bit harder than I planned on, and my battery wasn't clear full, but we do Y drops, and so there was a lot of 32%. There was a little rust in the threads, but we got her. I just pull this ring off. Now we're ready to hop back in the skid loader and yank this wheel off. All right, here we go. You get positioned up here. You gotta be careful because that fender is really close. You just gotta get it right. Back a little, and it'll just slip through there. Okay, then we'll clamp her on. does spin for you. That's more for putting them on because you can rotate it side to side to get the lug nuts easier lined up. But as you can see, you got the wheel off. Okay, we got the floater here. This is the little bit trickier part when you're by yourself. It can be done. It'd be a lot easier too if I didn't have a cab on this thing. But when you have the cab, it makes it hard to get out and actually swivel this. So I've just kind of found that I can roll it on the ground here and there to make it line up just how I want. It's a little harder to do one-handed, but you get the point. You just line her up and slide her on in. I spared you guys some boredom. We turned the sprayer around and we're getting the other side on now. Just holding her up there. We got another float on. He's getting the nuts started, and then I'll back away and we'll zip them up good and tight. And about an hour later, she's done. Ready to go to the field.